Hello and welcome to another episode of The Aftermath. My name is Ian.
Data expunged.
Greetings, programs.
And as always, I am joined by Dylan, our resident expert. And, you know, every now and then...
fuck did you call me that?
Every now and then we get Ethan on board, but...
Depixelate.
Don't you fucking ignore me.
Don't you bring it. I didn't.
It's too late.
I was moving on, is what you call it.
Yeah, also depixelate.
So we watched an oldie today.
Yeah.
What to watch?
1982.
1982, my guy. A little oldie.
I hate that that's considered old.
I mean, at this point, how long ago is 82?
Long.
90, 12. Oh, this year makes 40 years.
Oh, fuck.
Holy
Yeah, so
shit.
it's an old movie.
No.
Yeah. Wow, yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I hate time.
I hate time. Freak you, time.
Time can suck this dick.
Damn.
There was very little conviction behind that, but I felt it. There you go.
Another.
Because, I mean, what the fuck am I going to do against time?
I mean, I don't know.
I can just shake my fist and shout mean words.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Shake stick at God. Yeah, that works.
All you
I
can
can
do.
break clocks.
I can break clock.
If I break every clock in the world, time will stop.
I mean,
Nice.
at least perception of it will.
It's proven. It's factually proven,
Yeah,
actually.
people will be able to keep track of it because you broke all their clocks. Also, hatred of you will increase.
Yeah.
That's the
It's all right,
clock
I'm willing to
breaker.
be a modern.
The clock breaker.
I'm willing to be a martyr to free people from the shackles of time.
You'll still get old.
I don't care.
All right.
I said time will stop not aging.
Nice.
I mean,
Aren't they the
those
same?
go hand in hand. Yeah.
Nah.
All right. So back to robots. Right. We had some data.
A
I
robot
think
eating
you
computers?
mean brobots.
Robots.
Tron,
Hey.
dude.
Dude, Tron.
The
Tron's
biggest
the Chad.
robot.
Yeah.
So I was going to say this is another Jeff Bridges film
Oh, yeah.
where he is adjacent to the dude. You know what I'm saying?
There's the dude.
Dude adjacent.
Yeah. From
He is dude
what was that film?
The Big Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski, yeah. He doesn't play that character fully,
Mhm.
but he definitely has like a tinge of it where he's like this like little recluse in a room upstairs of an arcade shop, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, but come on, man, like we got it, dude." And it's like, okay,
And he ends up saving the world.
Yeah, for
Well, the
real.
robot world.
I don't know about that.
From
Yeah,
a rogue AI.
dude.
The data world.
If there's
also,
one-
he saved the world because the freaking MCP hacked into the freaking Pentagon.
Oh, yeah. That
God.
They
thing
had
was planning
plans. He had plans, man.
Yeah.
I think he did save the world.
Probably.
But he definitely saved the data world. Pixels.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite, everyone's favorite character. Let's just do that real quick. Because my favorite character was the bit. They could just say yes.
And no.
Yeah. I like how
No.
he was, he was like, how do we stop this thing? No.
no.
I was like, yep, all right. That's.
It can only communicate in positive and negative.
Right.
It was wonderful.
Oh, man. Favorite character, NA.
Favorite character?
Dylan, favorite character.
I got to go with probably Sark.
Sark.
Honestly,
Oh,
I just
wow.
like hearing his name shouted all the time. Zark!
Right.
We have here pulled up. We have the Google page and Tony
With the
Stefano.
Google Cast.
Yeah, dude, Tony Stefano's picture is him wearing a yellow Speedo, and I gotta be honest, I don't know why that is his, like, IMDb profile picture or whatever, but
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
awesome.
but
Handsome man
he's-
evidently had a modeling career.
he's doing that like that stereotypical pose that you would see like
An underwear commercial.
yeah, like a Speedo hunk man pose
Right.
where he's like laying down with one leg propped up.
Yeah.
Paint me like one of your French girls kind of vibe.
Yeah, pay me
Right.
like when you're a French boys.
And I love how like he didn't have like a very huge role in this movie. I mean, he kind of did, but
It was like the second big bad.
yeah, but like you really don't recognize him in as opposed to some other stuff. Other characters, I mean.
What is that a picture of?
What, this one?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
He screams.
Yeah, that looks like
Tony Stefano, bare chest, vintage photo.
Yeah, he looks like he's in
reincarnation.
pain. Let's move on.
Good
Yeah,
lord.
wow. what a bad time.
Yeah, what a rough time for Stefano.
This movie, oh man, does it have its quirks.
Mhm.
It has some things that are really wonderful about it, I think.
Mhm.
But a lot of it in the digital space, I can tell, was like trudging some new ground.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, this movie does not do a good job of a lot of things. It's the first to do a lot of things, you
Yeah.
can tell. And it's it's super interesting, but yeah, it's really old. And like I
think
can
it
imagine
looks
that
great.
I think that the newer movies
Oh,
probably have the look better down. But I like
Mhm.
this is a good movie. I like
Oh,
it. It's
yeah.
classic.
The newest one is really great.
I haven't seen
Legacy.
the other ones.
I say newest one, and there's only another one. It's
about a few years
TRON
back.
Legacy, and it came out probably freaking 7 years ago, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyways, it has its like you can tell with the technology and stuff that they had.
2010. It says right there.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job with it, but
Oh yeah.
it definitely has its
She looks
quirks.
amazing.
It
Your eyes are gonna fly out of your head.
the
Yeah,
with
I
some
like
of the,
that you can see all of their like pixel gear. You can just see it's just a bunch of really thick T-shirts.
yeah.
That's
You can tell that like it's also I think a green screen. They're like
Mhm.
they're trying to do some light effects with, which kind of works every now and then.
It looks so cool.
But like it also kind of like you can tell the mask is off, or like it doesn't actually, it kind of clips through.
Mhm.
I
It's
never
interesting.
noticed it clipping through, but that's funny.
Like
Yeah.
like sometimes if he turns his chest where it like shades it or whatever, the glowing effect kind of turns off.
Oh yeah,
almost.
no, okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
understand now.
Where it
Yeah.
kind of like the
I did see that. Yeah,
yeah, it kind of messes up the effect.
yeah.
But again, it's like I said, for what it is, it's actually really impressive. I
A
think.
pioneer.
Yeah, the costume design I think is a little quirky. Some
Oh,
of the
but it's so cool.
it's really cool looking, but some of the helmets I can tell I think were just like a big foam piece that they were like cut out some stuff
Oh,
because I
yeah.
can still see some cut marks in it.
right.
And I was like, oh man, that's funny.
1982. You get over anything. Popular movie.
Yeah, right. You're right though, but it is kind of like they're wearing padded T-shirts.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, their armor looks like it's foam. It's just like
The guard guys all
yeah,
have
that's
like
what
what is those respirator masks?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. They all were kind of wearing them like kind of low, but you could
Yeah.
always see they have a big hood hiding their face and a
Mhm.
respirator mask.
I like how sometimes with the guards you can see their eyes and
Yeah.
maybe like little bits of their face, but for the most part it's just a void.
Yeah, I think they did it
Yeah.
on purpose. But yeah, it's a fun time. It's a fun ride. There's definitely some like really cool like animated shots in it. But
Dude, the grid bugs.
the
Grid
grid bugs,
bugs.
bro. They'd be schmoovin', bro.
Dan be freaking twerking
Yeah,
out there.
dude. The grid bugs schmoovin'.
Mm-hmm.
Second favorite character is grid bugs. they don't do anything. That's why I like them.
It's hard to say who my favorite character is. I kind of like the character of
Master Control Program.
yeah, I kind of like Flynn's character,
Yeah.
like in the universe, like
Oh,
the
Clue?
the computerized version.
Oh yeah. His bot.
No,
Like,
I'm,
like his program at the start, or just
I
him?
guess I just mean like him inside the universe. Him outside the universe is, I guess, it's obviously
Flynn,
the same.
the user.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I think it's the
Right.
same character, obviously, but I think I just like his motivation and like his character development in the computerverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first part of the movie, we were watching him kind of get set up
Just
for.
kind of vibing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like his character is interesting, but like once he's in the universe and he kind of like plays up, like, oh, I have some memory loss. I don't know what I am. It's like
just a
I like how
program
he got
you
got
guys.
smart quick. Yeah. It was like,
right. I
well,
like that.
Well, my user. And it's
Mhm.
like you are the user.
Exactly. I loved that story element of this movie. How the story progressed.
Mhm.
How the users are God.
Yeah,
I think
that's what I was
so cool.
saying.
I kept thinking though, like about like the way they were trying to tell the story. Everyone's like, "How did you do that?" And I'm like, "Did you guys forget that he's God? he's a
Yeah,
God.
he's
Like
actually the man.
like he's a user. That's how they do this.
Exactly.
He is of the pantheon.
Right. I loved that. I loved that.
That's
they
like
also-
Zeus coming down and just doing crazy things. And we're like, Zeus, how'd you do that? I'm Zeus, dog.
just did it.
Right.
That was like the whenever what's his name, the master computer thing,
Mhm.
master program was like trying his best to like snuff out the worship of the users or whatever they want to call
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
I kind of like that they were really nailing home that these are like a religious sect of people
Right, yeah.
believing
Yeah.
in the users and we can't just do it ourselves. It's very interesting, and it sounds like something that AI would actually kind of do.
It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very amusing to me. Yeah, I like the concept.
Yeah, it's really funny. But yeah, the one thing I can say that I love the most about this movie was the sound design.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It was
There,
I like the quirky tunes as well. All the
Mhm.
pixely tunes.
It goes from like heavy synth to like straight up arcade machine noises.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I loved like the light cycle sounds and all like those big floating
Yeah, the recognizers.
yeah, they like just all like the different noises
32
of the
hertz.
yeah, some low frequency oscillating.
Yeah.
I love it. It's some great stuff, and that definitely is up my alley.
Jeff Bridges is 6'1".
Yeah,
He's a tall man.
Just noticed that. He's also 72 years old now.
it's our boy Tron right here.
Hey,
Bruce.
Tron is 6'2" and is also 71 years old.
Wow.
Yep, they're all grown now. Wanna know why? Because this movie's old.
Yeah.
Yeah, rip.
Man.
Look at him. Look at all these characters.
I had no idea that. It makes sense though, but our boy here, David Warner, played Edward. What was his last name? Dillinger.
Something like that. Yeah.
He created the where he like facilitated the master program, but he also played the character of what's his name?
I see a few on here.
Oh,
That's
man.
interesting. Yeah.
Dude, what's his name?
Yeah. What's his name? What's
My favorite character.
Gosh, I can't. What's his name?
You
He
just
plays
said
the
it.
no. He plays the guy. He plays like the big. Oh, here we go. Right here. He played Edward Dillinger, Master Control Program, and Sark.
Yeah.
And this guy
Sark.
just plays Sark's lieutenant. I was confused. Okay, so Sark is actually the guy that I'm
Mhm.
thinking of. Sark's lieutenant is just, this is the guy I was talking about. He's like the second command and no one
Yeah.
really sees a whole lot.
Brain.
Bit brain.
Yeah, you're different.
Sark is the guy I was talking about. He's actually a really interesting character,
Mhm.
I think. I got confused as to who was who here.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so you guys have a favorite?
Okay, you want to describe the movie in 3 words?
Oh, dude. Oh, god damn it. I had one.
Mine's gonna be hyphenated, but data colosseum bottom text.
Data Colosseum bottom text.
Oh,
Oh man.
I had to think of a third word, but I was like, I mean, I could just do bottom text. All right. Well, Dylan, you're
Son of a glitch.
son of a glitch.
Yeah, that's probably going to be mine.
I love. What was another one?
Yep.
Power from on high.
Yeah.
Godly computer power,
Right. Yeah.
dude. What a crazy time this was.
I think it was an interesting movie. I liked it. I mean, I could see why you don't see it.
Pleasing.
I can see why you don't see it really anymore. It definitely is old and looks kind of dated. So I could see why it's not like, I don't know, like you don't see it on TV. You
Right.
know, like it's not.
Yeah. Well, I think it also had like its own troubles. Like I think from what I remember, it was not like the cleanest production.
Oh, yeah.
Or like it had its reasons why it kind of like why we don't see Treasure Planet or Atlantis, you know, like those like Disney
Yeah,
movies.
but those were bangers.
Yeah, those
I
are
know,
fucking
but
but the
classics.
problem was that they had other people that again were kind of against them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that, but
One of those slept on
yeah,
pieces of work.
is that people had their own things they were doing at Disney that they wanted over that, and of course they kind of been snuffed out over the years until
Mhm.
it is what it is now.
It was very successful. Budget 17 million, box
Oh,
office
yeah.
50 million.
Yeah,
So it was successful, that's for sure.
interesting.
Mhm.
I don't know. There was some aspects of this movie. I'm trying to remember certain parts that I thought was really interesting. Oh man, the guardian of like the tube or whatever, like the import
The
outport
fucking
thing.
IO
digital
tower,
Yeah,
pump.
dude, I loved how he like his like little control bay area. I made a joke. I was like, he looks like a Warhammer 40K character.
Yeah.
He looks like a Mechanicus man. He's just like part of the machine.
Part of the Adeptus.
Yeah, exactly. They walk up onto his pillar and he's like, let's all pray. Let's all bow our heads and communicate with the users.
Right. Consult
Yes.
the blessed toaster.
I love
Toaster.
I love the fact that I love the premise of a story of a character who is just normal
Mhm.
going into an area and being some sort of god character.
Right.
Not
Oh,
like
yeah.
not like some Mary Sue for some reason. Like
Did they
I mean,
have lightsabers in Tron Legacy?
no. I don't think so.
In this picture, she's holding a lightsaber. Let's go. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at Tron Legacy pics. I haven't seen that movie either yet.
It's really good.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't look at
Don't
pictures.
spoil yourself.
Well, it's not like you have the movie for us to watch it next week.
I do.
But it's on Disney Plus though.
Oh, you do? Okay.
can
Yeah,
watch
I
it.
own the movie.
Let's do it.
Looks like we're watching that later.
Yeah, I would like to watch Tron Legacy again. It's a really good. Again, it has its quirks as far as like story goes, and people don't like it for some reason.
But again, it succeeded in the box office.
Oh,
so that
dude,
counts.
we've
watched so many good movies that didn't succeed in the box office.
Yes.
I'm like, you know what?
I don't understand.
If it succeeds, I don't really care.
It is a pretty movie, I will say, Tron Legacy. But anyways, back to this one. I liked the idea that he is a Mary Sue character, kind of in some way. But again, there is an understanding for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he is unintentionally a god character, and I think that's really interesting and really cool to be able to go into this area and again have these people that kind of look up to you and regard you as like you know what it is? It kind of feels like a protagonist in a video game.
It's
like
kind of what he was.
It's like you start off.
Oh my god!
I mean, obviously it sounds stupid, but when I say that, but it's like I am just now correlating those things together, where it's like it makes sense that obviously he's like a protagonist in a video game,
right?
Is that he is bless you,
bless me.
he is he just like gets spawned in the world, and of course has some struggles and trials and tribulations, but then of course gets to prove that he can.
That he is
wield the all-powerful.
He is a data god.
Exactly, and that just is what it is. And everyone's like, oh, "Are you one of those
It's like
users?"
Shit, I guess.
I mean, I guess I am, bro.
I didn't think me being a human was special, but it looks like
Right.
I love it. I think it's really interesting. But let's see what do we got here for some fun facts.
Man, if I had been put in Flynn's shoes, I'd have gone into that place with the most domineering attitude.
I own it.
It's like, do you know what I am?
I don't think you understand.
I made you.
I made you.
Don't make me unmake you.
With a twist of my finger, I could do it so easily.
Even before you know that you could unmake them, you're like, I'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
You would have found out
I
that you
wouldn't
have
even
the
need to
power so
try.
much faster than he did.
Uh-huh.
It says that this movie was inspired by Pong.
Yeah.
In 1976, independent animator Steven Lisberger, which is the director of the film, came across a demonstration reel compiled by Magi, a computer firm that was at the forefront of experimenting with graphics software, creating optical effects.
Yeah, this is one of the first movies to be made mostly out of CGI. It's set online as well.
Yep, exactly.
One of the first movies to be.
He saw the early Atari video game Pong,
and said,
he was
I'm going to make a movie.
He convinced the movie was set inside the computer-generated world.
Wow.
Why? They said that it was originally going to be a cartoon.
Oh, man.
Even wilder.
Even crazy.
That would have been something.
Yeah. Tron 2.
Some Disney animators refused to work on it. Not everyone at Disney was enthusiastic about the computer-generated project.
Damn.
Right.
Disney's traditional animators were said to have felt threatened by the potential of a computer for computers to force their crafts into obsolescence.
Wow.
And openly refused to assist in
As
any
if.
way.
Wow, way to hurt the data.
Exactly.
world, nerds.
Instead, the director used.
Even though I completely understand.
I mean, yeah.
Here
Not
we
only
go.
do I completely understand, but also like agree because I like some of the older stuff that they did.
Here we go.
Not
Dylan.
all the CGI we have these
It
days.
says instead the director used Sid Mead, the renowned French artist, to design the costumes and the storyboard for the film.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
One of
Nice.
the few Frenchmen I'm okay with.
Wow. All the other Frenchies can just
Whoa.
get out of here. We're going to have to
Damn, just go
ostracize
ahead
them
and call
too.
it. The effects used just 2 megabytes of memory.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
It says that the
My profile picture takes up more than that.
yeah, exactly.
My,
2 whole megabytes.
Right.
Yeah. This move. What? My profile picture takes more than that.
Yeah. Probably a simple text document, probably more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The assignment that I'm currently procrastinating on.
It says that the work it took to achieve the distinct visual style of Tron was a multi-layered process. CGI was used for the background and the light effects.
Yeah, you can tell.
Hand
Practically
painted.
banging rocks together back then.
Exactly.
Banging rocks together.
banging rocks.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm interested to see Lemgacy next.
Yeah.
But
Indeed.
I had never seen it. Yeah, my dad had mentioned, he was like, "Yeah, it's been first to see it, but it's a good movie. You should watch it." So my dad recommended it.
Well, here's some fun facts I know about Tron Legacy. It says that it was actually the first film, the first movie that was shot with a 45 millimeter lens and a full 35 millimeter chip camera, which is actually like a really big deal for like modern movies now and how they're shot. Like, because a lot of them are all shot 35 millimeters. Like the fact that was like one of the first ones back in 2010 is like kind of a big deal for like.
Isn't that like a really wide angle, right? That's what that lens is, or am I thinking something else?
Yeah.
That's the little short one that's like a really wide angle or something.
Kind of. When you're dealing with cinema lenses, it's a little differently. They're all fixed prime lenses a lot of times, and they're like fixed focal lengths. I think before then, there was other ones like 50 and 80. I think was a big one at one point in time, but 35 became like a really big deal. And it has been since then. Also, in that movie, Jeff Bridges is the first actor in cinematic history to play opposite a younger version of himself.
Yeah, entirely CG.
Exactly.
Wait, what does that mean?
There's a reason why in the film there's like it's like a callback to the first movie we just watched.
And so he plays himself, but they CG him to look younger than he is?
Yes.
That's funny.
Yeah. Which is why I think some people don't like the film, because it does look a little weerd.
That's not the point.
Well, exactly.
Whenever I had watched it, I had never noticed.
It just is. It's kind of how his mouth moves.
Really?
You know how you see in some of the Star Wars films they tried to like digitally younger age.
I think they did a pretty good job of that though.
But
I didn't see any problem with that.
But it does.
It looked,
for some people they get a little nitpicky, and it does look a little weird when you start like.
I mean, yeah, she doesn't
getting
look
into the
as human, because it's like they took the character that you've only seen on like 360p and they made her like a 4K Ultra HD movie, and so like you're like, there's too much. Her skin is too perfect.
There's
right? But like other than that, like I thought that was done really well. So
like I said,
I'm not really
again,
picky about that kind
am
of
I
stuff,
saying that it ruined Tron Legacy? No, but for some people, I think it did, and I'm like, just it's
picky
okay.
bastard.
Exactly.
Right.
The light suits were also created with electroluminescent lamps, so it's actually like
they put more than 13 seconds into the costume design.
They actually all of the suits, the lights.
From what pictures I saw, like they actually had like leather LED suits.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing, is it actually has they had like batteries, I think, in the suit that actually powered the lights, which were like flexible polymer.
Fancy.
Like pretty cool. But
fancy.
Yeah, it's really cool. The Academy Award actually was snubbed for the movie for cheating. This is when it came to announce the nominees for Best Visual Effects in 1983. The Academy Awards ceremony, Tron seemed like it was a sure thing, but instead it got snubbed because, according to Lisberger, it was because the industry considered the computer effects a shortcut.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that's all they use.
Right.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
What
Academy,
a joke.
The Academy thought it was cheating by using computers.
Yeah. Welcome to the future where we don't have any
Wow.
non-computer editing in movies anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That's so interesting.
You guys are cheating. 10 years later, takes these backsies.
Tron was originally scheduled to come out Christmas of 1982, which would have made some intriguing counter-programming against the serious drama studios releasing the time. Oh, yeah, okay, I got you. Oscars and stuff. That's no nonsense.
Oh.
Playboy wanted to do a tie-in photo spread.
What?
Yeah,
Dude.
Disney publicists weren't quite sure at the time who the target audience was for Tron.
Oh, God.
What were they going to put in there?
Computer users, video gamers, teens.
Dude, retro future dating.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we already had. They had the red women that were in the movie.
The red women.
Yeah, that you know that like they were like the first two data women that you see. You know they were porn sites. That's what they were supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
I made a joke about them putting
Holy
bugs on your
shit.
code.
While they were strategizing on who the demographic was, it says that Playboy made an offer that they'd photograph models with circuit boards strategically positioned.
It is the worst thing. Like, not even trying to like edit to, or like give
to
them
preserve their modesty, and needless to say, Disney declined.
yeah.
Preserve their
We
modesty.
in the words of the what is it? the guy from King of the Hill, we politely yet firmly asked them to leave. Yeah, no.
Oh man,
like that's ridiculous. Of all the things that could have been like, hey, listen, we'll give you like pics of this thing or that thing. We're like, you don't know, we're just gonna cover the titties with circuit boards. Like, not even creative, man. Like, oh my god, that sounds appropriate.
Oh my gosh,
that's par for the course. Actually, I think.
I can't believe in the fucking 80s they proposed digital pasties.
I'm sorry. In the 80s, you that's what surprised
it's not,
you.
Not digital,
and not
circuit
in
boards. Like,
I know that's what I mean. Not like actually digital.
Yeah.
There is sometimes in the 80s there was some movies labeled PG-13. PG-13 with full titty action. I don't want to hear none of your shit. That would have been totally okay in 1982.
Nobody cared in 1982.
No, of
but
course.
The problem is
You could have
it's just
one-
so bold of Playboy to even try with
Right.
that.
Of
Like,
course.
hey, Disney. Hey, Disney, do you guys, here's what we'll do, Disney. We're going to put some circuit boards on their titties, and we're gonna cover up the circuit boards and send you pics, okay?
Like,
no, don't do that.
We make this stuff for, right?
Like,
right. Well, because that's what they were saying. They were like, while
they didn't know what the target audience was.
They were
still
trying to find out who the target audience was. So while they were deciding on is this going to be more like an adult film, is this going to be more of like a teenage young person film, they were like, you know what, we can put some sexy ladies in there.
It's like, okay,
we'll go ahead and push it one way. It also says that a young storyboard artist at Disney, when he was watching Tron in its development, after catching a glimpse of the production, it convinced him to like set up the company, which is now Pixar.
What?
Really?
The company.
Tron was the inspiration for Pixar?
Yeah, it says that it inspired Pixar.
Huh.
Pixar animation specialist John Lester,
neat,
who made Toy Story. Actually, the company liked it.
A lot more stable,
exactly
right.
A lot more stable CGI they had going
but
there.
At the time, they were more interested in saving money than nourishing a new wave of technology. So it didn't happen immediately after, but he definitely kept the vision alive.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So,
in the words of Rin Goku, set your heart ablaze. Cries. Yeah. Well, that was a good movie. I enjoyed that.
It was a fun time.
Real fun.
Yeah. I'm happy I got more of the movies in the 80s, considering we've watched like every movie in the 80s so far.
Almost.
So keep it going. What's the next movie in the 80s we have to watch?
Oh man.
Oh buddy, I don't even
Next
know.
80s film.
There's a million of them.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Wasn't I can't remember the date, but I'm pretty sure Big Trouble in Little China
Oh yeah,
would be a good one.
Man,
close enough.
We need to look through like a big list of what are like the biggest movies in the 80s.
Grab the big list.
Grab the big list.
We've actually knocked some movies off of my big list.
Wait, didn't you have like a poster board, like a
yeah.
poster that has like a bunch of like
little checklist,
like 100 top movies to watch or whatever?
I sure do.
We actually checked off a pretty good portion of those, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
I remember the ones that I had on my list. I remember were Fight Club, Titanic, and Godfather. And we watched 2 of those. We watched Titanic for the podcast, right?
No,
or I just ended up watching
Fight
it.
Club.
Yeah. Oh, I ended up watching it at the station because it was on,
right.
and then roasting it while I was here because grandma's a hoe.
Yeah.
We should still watch it for the podcast then.
Oh yeah,
for sure. But just grandma's a hoe.
That's one we have to get Mallory on for.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
sure.
Yeah, she actually wants to be on that one, I think.
But
man, I just don't think I'm ready to watch a 3-hour movie.
I mean, I'm never able to watch any movies because it's freaking so long. But
dude, I heard the new Batman with Robert Pattinson came out over the weekend, and they were saying like this movie was just shy of 3 hours, and it definitely could have been cut down an hour. And I was like, oh, that sucks.
I feel like most movies that start coming out lately are like 3 hours and don't need to be that long.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I had people that were telling me like they actually would have preferred it if like they would have set up the story, left it as a cliffhanger, and they were like, next summer, Robert Pattinson Batman 2.
Yeah. I felt that way about the Hobbit movies that came out, which I mean I have plenty of complaints about those, but it's just that they made out of one book they made a 3-book series that could have easily just been they could have easily just been 2 movies probably, maybe definitely 1, but you've been rushing for 1,
right?
It would have been 1 long movie, so I was like you could do 2, but like they They did a whole bunch of
Really
random
squeeze the
garbage
third
for
one.
funsies. Yeah, to have a third movie in
They
there.
actually added a couple characters.
Well, they added random characters. They added a love story that wasn't ever there. Yeah, like a whole
Right.
bunch of random stuff. So like, yeah, it's hilarious. But still, I was just like, they added so much time to make it. Otherwise, I guess decent movie. I liked. I thought it was neat, but I don't think it tells the story very well. If you want to read The Hobbit for realsies.
Yeah,
I love that book.
Yeah, it's been forever since I read it though.
dude, I've told people recently that we're trying to get into like reading Lord of the Rings because that new show's coming out on Amazon or whatever, and they were like, "Oh man, I just don't know about reading the whole book." And I was like, "Read The Hobbit, and if you like it, and if you feel like you're getting into the universe, then pick up the trilogy." I was like, it definitely kind of gets you. It's still the same vibe. It's a lot of words, but at the same time, it's definitely a lot less than picking up the whole trilogy. That's a big pill to swallow for some people.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about all these new series coming out because I feel like they're just gonna ruin characters that I really like. So now I haven't watched any of these things, so like don't say anything. But like the Witcher series, like I liked the first season. Dude. I heard the second season is just not as good, and they've already for like that people who actually read the books and played the games, they've already done a lot of things people just don't like. And so I'm like, yeah,
I must be.
It's a Netflix original, but then there's also they have the Book of Boba Fett. I've heard mixed things about that. And
I haven't watched any of that yet. I have.
And so it's like
I have watched the first and second season of The Witcher, and it must be because I haven't actually played the games.
The first season was good.
The thing is, like, I thought the second season was better.
Yeah,
I watched all the second season, and I was like, dude, I mean, I guess that must be their prime demographic for not having played the game. But I thought love that.
That being said, yeah, whether you have or have not played League of Legends, the series Arcane is complete fire. It's so good.
And see, because it's League of Legends, I don't want to watch it.
That's completely. That's irrelevant. That's you just not liking the game. But like legitimately, Arcane is such a good series. Like I would recommend it to anybody. It's honestly probably better if you haven't played League of Legends because you don't know the characters. So everything's kind of a surprise. Right. But for me, I knew all the characters, so I was like, that person does this or that person dies or like it's like.
Right.
So, but like. Other than Arcane, like, yeah, I'm not sure how to feel this Lord of the Rings thing coming out. Apart from The Mandalorian, they're trying to, like, make these series for characters, and I'm just like, don't know how I feel about the Book of Boba Fett. Don't know how I feel about Lord of the Rings series. Don't know how I feel about, like, I'm torn about all of these.
The thing I
really like The Witcher Season 1, so hopefully it's Season 2 is good.
The thing I was worried about for Lord of the Rings is that they're trying to be, like, really politically correct.
Well, that was people's issue with the Witcher series as well. Like, they like completely changed the race of characters in the story, for multiple characters apparently, and it's like there's no reason. So it's just like you have a hard time following who the characters are because you're used to seeing this like redhead white girl who's now African American with dark hair. Nothing against them for that, but you don't know who the character is. I legitimately thought that one character was a different character and watched the entire first season wondering where Triss was because they changed Triss's skin color. I just didn't even know. Because I didn't hear her say her name enough.
Yeah.
And I was like, so there's just that people have that kind of complaint where it's they're changing things, they're trying to like make things politically correct. And so it's like, there's a lot of people who like aren't really a fan of that, where it's like, I wanted a series that's based on the game, like, you know, to like to see, you know, a live action version of the game I wanted, and you're just changing things, making it nothing like the game. That's like my concern for things like the Book of Boba Fett and stuff, where it's like, even though, again, I haven't seen it, could be absolutely banger, could be totally fine. I just haven't seen it yet. I know The Mandalorian's good. I've heard The Mandalorian's better than the Book of Boba Fett. That's all I've heard so far. Mandalorian's better.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian showed up in the Book of Boba Fett for an episode, and everyone's like, well, this is his show now. Because everyone was like, I loved him more. Like, it's just.
Well, and for me, I also take that with a grain of salt as to who I'm listening, like who I'm hearing that from. Am I hearing that from people that like know Star Wars and are Mandalorian fans? Because that's like I've had to like weed through some comments as well about that. I haven't watched the series yet because I kind of was like waiting for all of it to get out. And I was also trying to finish Return of the Jedi with Mallory, so that way she can at least like get an understanding as to who Boba Fett is, like in a grand scheme of things. And if I'm talking about like, there's like a middle ground of Star Wars fans that I don't know a lot of. I either know like hardcore fans that will shit on anything new, and I know like people that know nothing about Star Wars that again love the sequel movies, which we don't got to talk about that. That again will that again have watched Mandalorian. It's like, oh, this is an amazing show. And I was like, you're right, and it's a wonderful Star Wars show, and the first one we've had in a long time. And of course, they get into the book of Boba Fett. I heard it's not as bedazzling as the Mandalorian is.
I just heard from my roommate that it wasn't as he just didn't like it as much.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was like, well, you know, that's a bit. disheartening. But then again, like I didn't really feel surprised. Like in my opinion, I like as much as I like the story of Boba Fett, I was like, we have a really good Mandalorian series. Can we just funnel the time into that? We have something that we've like successfully decided that like everybody likes.
Yep.
You did a great job on it. Can we just keep doing that? Because now if we're trying to do something new, I'm like, you guys are gonna freak it up. You guys are gonna throw all of it away. I'm like,
but the thing is, I think that they had this planned already. So I think they're planning on another season of Mandalorian. They're trying to flush out the world, which I think that's what I think. It's like the transitional shows that I think is going to be kind of hard for people to get across. There's some Marvel movies that aren't great, but I think they tell a bigger picture of a story. I think that's what they're doing with the Star Wars stuff.
I've been burned on like all like the video game movies and stuff though.
Oh God!
So many video game movies have been absolute hot garbage, and then they make a video game series, The Witcher, and it's like. At least season 1, everyone's like, this is a rival to Game of Thrones. It's so fire, right? And so like they make one, and it's like somebody. Okay, so a game show can be done, and now I'm just concerned because now they're making a Lord of the Rings show, and then I hear they're making a Halo show, and then they're making a Book of Boba Fett show, and I'm like, all right, listen, just because one guy did it right doesn't mean we all can.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I'm concerned about, and that's why like hearing all these new shows come out, I was like. I'll be honest, I'm not excited for most of them because I'm just like, I'll get around to them.
The only one that I am keeping my expectations very low on, but I'm very excited for, though, is the new Obi-Wan show. The teaser trailer dropped like today or yesterday. I think it's today.
There's a new Obi-Wan show, too. Great.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be really great. But again, I'm just trying to be.
We'll see.
We'll see. The thing is, it's the same crew that made The Mandalorian. It's the same crew that made Book of Boba Fett. Again, by no means have I heard that the Book of Boba Fett's bad or looks bad or like the story's not good. It's just not as good as the top tier Mandalorian, which makes sense because again, I don't think you should compare it to their shining gem that is this wonderful show that they released. But all I'm wanting for is just a solid, good story with Ewan McGregor. Like and at that point, I really don't think I'm going to get anything less than that, which is pretty awesome. So,
here's hoping.
That's it. When Arcane Season 2 drops, we'll watch it because it's A1. It's all animated.
Yeah.
So like someone who's not
be willing to give it a go.
It's interesting though because it has like the animation, but that Riot did is like or like whoever is affiliated with Riot Games that did it, right? The animation they did is like really good, but it's this weird line between like it's American animation, but it has this kind of like pseudo like it's reminiscent of an anime like Japanese kind of style, but it is in no way does it have any Japanese stylization to it. So like I'm watching it and I was like, for some reason I thought this would be live action, but after like episode 2 I was like, gotta be honest, this animation's like really good.
Yeah, it's
so clean. Yeah, they did such a good job with it. And so I'm like,
if there's one thing I enjoyed about League of Legends, now I have never played it. I've only seen gameplay.
Good.
But
consider yourself blessed.
It's the character. They did a bad job with the story, but with this show, they're trying to like delve into the lore, and boy, oh boy, are they doing a good job.
I could always find a character that I liked the look of.
Yeah, and
like the character design,
their history and their skill set was always cool, and like that's the thing is like no. I do not recommend playing League of Legends to anybody because the community's so garbage that even though I've played the game and like at one point got decent at it, if I play it again, I'm like, wow, you guys are all assholes.
This sucks.
Yeah, I have to play with more than one friend to even consider it.
Yeah.
And so, no, I don't recommend playing it, but like the story and the characters are great, and some of the other things they've created are pretty good too. I also haven't played Valorant, and I don't want to because it's like taking the League of Legends community and putting it in a shooting game. You're combining two of the worst types of communities that I do not want to deal with.
One to rival the early days of COD multiplayer.
Will it ever? Right?
Rival?
League of Legends.
I think it means surpass.
League of Legends already rivals.
I don't think you have understand.
Have you ever played ranked?
I don't think you have ever experienced.
No. I've heard
the top tier bullshittery.
Yes.
From the League of Legends community.
I'm well aware.
And until you play ranked, you still haven't experienced it. When you start trying to climb in ranked, you'll be doing good, and you'll be flamed for doing good by your teammates. Why? I don't know.
Could have done better. Fucking loser.
Yeah, exactly. They'll blame you. You're like 7-0.
No. They won't hit you with that. They'll hit you with the like, you're doing great. You're like, again, I've never seen such a toxic community talking about him. This man went like 13-0 in a match or whatever. And they're like, that was a shitty build you got. You should have done better with it. And I was like, are you kidding me? he wiped the map, and you're talking about
good job, but not good job enough.
You should have used this skill and done this better. And I was like, and you're the one who has not. You don't have half the amount of kills I do. I'm like, what? Like that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. They won't tell you you're bad. They'll just tell you the way you did it wasn't good enough. Right. And I was like, but I just succeeded.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's the problem as well. Is that even if you do well,
I already have a tough enough time trying to impress my own dad. I'm gonna worry about your dumbass.
Yeah. It's like even if you're doing well, like one person doing well doesn't mean anything. So then your whole team flames you, even though you're doing well, because you're not doing well enough to carry all those losers on your back. Right. And so you lose.
You're not getting kills for me, so you suck ass.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's like you get like to the enemy base and you're like, all right, I can't push up anymore. I'll get killed. So you try helping everybody else, and you realize that all of them are like 0-6, 0-4, 0-3, 0-1-1. Somebody got an assist. Oh, it's an assist that I got, so I have all the kills on the team.
Jesus.
Nice. Nobody's done nothing. It's like our whole base is being destroyed, and I'm the only lane that did anything. Right. That got tiring, and then being flamed for doing well. And I was like, even whenever I like did the right thing and like helped him out, doesn't matter. Yeah. Right. So. Yeah, it was a lot. But the thing is...
What a team-focused game.
Yeah, we'll call
Not
it
at all.
Cooperation is through the roof.
Yeah, exactly. You have to play with one or more other people to make the game tolerable, because then you're at least having a teammate that's decent.
Right.
Can I just talk about a joke? Or can I just talk about a phrase that I heard Ethan say before we watched the movie, and it made me cry laughing?
What did I say? Oh,
you were talking about a meme. And you had said, "Are you just a?"
I know what it is. I know the phrases. Yeah.
Yes.
I asked Dylan if he.
I'll continue.
I asked Dylan if he was. So Ian walked out of his bedroom, and I was like, "Hey, Dylan, are you a quirked up white boy bussing it down?" And Dylan responded with,
"Loaded in the sauce."
Yeah, no. Dylan responded with, "Oh yeah, I've been bussing it down sexual style." And I was like, "Yeah, Dylan, are you goated in the sauce?"
Oh my god!
and
then I just casually sit down on the couch, and I was like, "What did you? Wait, I'm confused. What is going on?"
We're all laughing. Ian's like chuckling, and I was like, "Ian, the English language is in shambles." I don't know.
I wrote down his quote verbatim because it made me laugh so much. He just said, "Bruh, I don't know. The English language is in shambles."
Yeah. You can say anything and it'll make sense. I asked him if he was goated in the sauce. What does that even mean?
I don't even understand, dude.
And then he like didn't respond. I was like, the correct response is sheesh. Yeah. And he was like, I hate you. I hate what English has become.
I hate this.
Oh man,
I'm done. I'm taking my toys and playing elsewhere.
Right. Screw you, losers. I'm going home.
Man, modern English lingo is the new harmless thing for me to hate on.
No, it's not harmless though. Is the problem? Yeah, I don't know what people are saying. Right. If I get a patient that's below the age of 25, I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. Right? Yeah. I pick them up and they're like talking to me. And I'm like, you're gonna have to stop all the street slang.
Shit, fam.
No, that's good. The hood, hood terms, fine. I can handle that. It's when they're talking about like, yeah, man, goated in the sauce. I'm like, what?
Excuse me.
What does that mean?
Sir, are you Are you bad? You need help?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or like, oh man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I shit you not. I have asked a patient. Okay, but like,
what does that mean?
No. Like he's like complaining of like abdominal pain or something. I'm like, okay, like, is it hurting though? Because he like was being really vague. I was like, is it hurting though? And his response, no lie, was sheesh. And I said, that's not an answer, man.
What do you mean?
I was like, in the nicest way possible. I was like, nope, that's not an answer, buddy.
Sheesh as in, ow, that fucking hurts, or sheesh as in,
exactly.
What the fuck?
I need a positive or a negative, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Ones or zeros.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being sheesh and 0 being no pain. Can you? Listen, buddy. I'm trying to figure this out. But then also, I have this older patient. It was cold outside. We took him outside. And he kept, and even when we got in the ambulance, he kept saying, wait, like, and then he'd be like, it's cold out here. And I was like, yes, sir, I'm going to get you a blanket. We'll get in the ambulance. He said that 4 more times, and we got in the ambulance. I got him a blanket. He was still cold, though. And I heard my partner from the front seat, when we put it in drive, he played the Rick and Morty clip.
No.
Where Morty's like, it's so funny, and I was dying laughing because it was the interpretation of this patient was perfect.
Did he also pull out his revolver and shoot into the air?
Oh no! I'm gonna see if I can find the clip. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find the clip.
Lord.
Anyways,
oh man, that's
crazy.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Good luck, though, dude.
Good luck, though, man.
Oh, there it is. I think the ooh wee. Okay, watch here. Just watch. I don't care. I think this might be the clip. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Nope. 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 That's that's a whole lot of hoo-wees, but that's
not the one we're looking for.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You've displayed an incorrect hoo-wee.
Yeah. Right.
You will now be deresolutionized.
De-resolution.
Yeah, you'll now be
de-resed. Oh, dude, there's also rest in peace Daft Punk, but they
they're dead now.
I kiss my fingers and you get a little peace sign to the heavens. They're gone now, but not forgotten. TRON Legacy, dude. That whole soundtrack, freaking banger, dude.
It should be noted they're not actually dead.
No, not dead at all. But the group is definitely dead.
Yeah, unfortunately,
not gone from this world, but definitely not here anymore.
Oh man.
I don't mean to really hammer that home, Dylan. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Wow, that was joking. That was a bit hardcore.
Sorry, it's just one of my favorite music groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't worry. It doesn't hurt.
No, not sad.
And they ask you how you are, and you just say fine, but you're not fine.
You're not fine.
Oh man.
Oh wow, dude!
Man.
I'm glad we got to watch this movie.
Well, thanks for busting it down with us today.
Yeah, with those little bugs. What'd you call them?
The
grid bug grugs.
Yeah, the grid, the little grugs, man.
Yeah.
They be schmooving. Like there's a sentence right there about the English language. I said they be schmooving.
Yeah.
Okay. So they be is already wrong. It's they are.
Yes.
And then schmooving isn't even a word.
Is not even a word.
Yeah.
I
looked.
It's just moving.
We were eating at an Italian
unnecessary
restaurant.
prefix.
Yeah, exactly. We were eating at an Italian restaurant. You know what I did? I had to Urban Dictionary gabagool because I kept saying it.
Gabagool.
You know what I found out? It's slang. Of course it is. Everything's slang.
Yeah.
It's slang for like a type of cold cut. Apparently.
Really?
Yeah, like or just like slang term for that. So yeah,
really,
gabagool.
I hope you. I will have you know that I had some Alfredo tonight at a very fine dining Italian restaurant tonight, and it was very nice. Yeah,
getting an Alfredo.
Too rich
this
for
is
my blood.
I would say I'm saying this as someone who does it.
Yes,
but getting chicken Alfredo at a fancy restaurant is the equivalent to going to a restaurant and getting chicken tendies, because and I mean this wholeheartedly. They basically cannot screw up chicken Alfredo, and it can only get. It has such a low, in League of Legends terms, low skill floor, high skill ceiling.
Oh my God.
You guys, they can really make that Alfredo good, and if it's bad, it's still pretty good.
Yeah,
right. I go to fancy places and I'm like, but they have chicken Alfredo though.
I did. Right.
I could get some nuggies.
I did the Italian hands, and I looked at my pasta and went, and
I like to think everyone there was like, yeah, he is the pinnacle of professionalism.
I had a glass of wine. We had a nice candle.
And he's like,
I had my lady there in front of me. We're all sitting there, and then she joked around. She joked around and like kind of made the hands like look at this fine dining. It was kind of not very aware about it, not very big, like gestures. Was like, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
And then I got down next to him. I was like, look,
I'm just a little birthday boy.
I'm a birthday boy. Oh yeah, it's my birthday.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, it's my birthday, and I got a
I'm
pasta.
a little birthday. It's my pasta.
I've never seen the pasta so perfect.
Got a glass of wine.
Oh my gosh! All right,
we
started something. We made a mess. I'm sorry, everyone.
That was good.
Yeah.
Well, join us next time.
Faguli Spagooch is my name.
Oh.
And I eat pasta sauce.
And I trying to think of other Italian things.
Yeah. Pasta sauce. Anyways, so I had a fun time. This movie is definitely a strange one, but it's fun and I like it.
I think Ian rates it 5 out of 10.
No, it's definitely a 4.
Wow.
Damn.
Roasted. All right.
I never said it was out of 10. Right,
oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. You can say
just
4 and you're above reproach.
Neutral 4.
Yeah, you're above reproach if you say 4 like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Out of what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my dad used to say.
Yeah.
Are we having this or that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what is?
Hey, Dad, do you want to go get food here or there? Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, good answer,
right,
Pops.
cool.
Thanks.
That's the equivalent of him slapping his knee and saying, "Let's blow this popsicle stand."
You know what, Dad? Not making a decision is a decision. Damn
Right,
you.
Yeah, right.
Anyways.
Not helpful, buddy.
Not helpful, buddy.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyways.
You know what, though, Dylan? This movie was the GOAT. Sheesh.
Dude,
I'm
did
out.
it bust it down?
I'm down.
There's no T in bus. It's busted down.
Bust.
I'm not saying that.
Bust.
There was such conviction in his eyes when he
not
made eye
saying
contact with me and said, I'm not saying
I'm
that.
not. I
No.
refuse.
Then you're not getting the slang right. Well, until
bad.
next time.
I love that this is the first episode we've had Ethan back, and we've gone well over our time.
We've tarnished the English language beyond repair.
Yes.
As it
I'm
should
sorry,
be.
Mom.
It's in shambles. But anyways, yes, thank you so much for listening. If you're trying to find us, you can type in linktree/Ian Wolf, and you can find all of our links there, or you can just type in The Aftermath on all the major podcasting platforms, and you should be able to find us there. And if you can, give us a 5-star review. Be pretty sick, bruh.
Yeah. Oh no.
But until next time, thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.
Yeah, see you later, Deutschbags.